Sam Cavitt here at CEDIA Expo, and I'm with Ken Hoffman with Quantum Media Systems, and we're talking about some exciting new things that we've seen the show that Ken's company is bringing to the industry. We've known each other for what, 20 about 20
yes.
years, and
right.
we've worked together on quite a few projects, and it's been a privilege. It's been a lot of fun. So.
Right.
Ken, you've brought something very exciting to us, the digital video wall, and I'd like to have you tell us what the impact of this is going to be on our industry that we love so much.
Thank you, Sam. Well, it's thrilling to be here at CEDIA, thrilling to be with you, Sam. You're an icon in the industry, so it's great to have you here. We've done quite a lot of presentations in the last few days. We had a lot of people tried to get in and even had some issues trying to get in. So it's been an exciting show for us. Our company has developed our own DV direct view LED wall. We did it a little differently. We focused on trying to have a wall designed for home theaters, private cinemas. Most walls are pretty good for media rooms, art rooms, sports rooms. We're able to do those, but we went to a much higher level in terms of theaters. And our company has been involved in digital cinema, working with motion picture studios, screening rooms, post-production facilities for a number of years. We've done a number of private cinemas where we support local integrators. We've become part of their partner. And Sam and Ryan of Paradise Theaters designed many, many theaters that we've worked on. Now we're moving away from projectors into DV LED wall. We've had all kinds of fun with projectors. They're very good, but we now see many advantages with the LED wall. Primarily, it's all uniform, 100% uniform. So we don't have issues with light, convergence, any sort of things that you would normally have with a projector. You don't have the heat in the room, you don't have the noise, etc. So everything's done here basically in a wall that's 3.5 inches off the back wall. What we've done is we've also built this to digital cinema standards, even if it's playing consumer content. So we've built it to handle 12-bit, 444, P3 color space, and we're able to even get up to Rec 2020, most of the way there. So we have some very dynamic capabilities in the wall. We're able to do HDR, HDR10, HDR10 Plus at the Blu-ray level. And we're also able to do the new standard in cinema is HDR, which is at 300 nits. Our wall is 1200 nits. We're way beyond what's needed. And we're working with people in the cinema industry who are now creating movies at a much higher light level.
Yeah, well, that's an interesting part, because one of the goals I have as a private cinema designer and cinema connoisseur is to bring our audience in connection with the art, because in my mind, a movie is a piece of art, and the cinemas that we design is a gallery for that art. So will you talk to us a little bit about how this technology is changing the art form and actually bringing a higher level of experience to both the audiences in commercial theaters, if they happen to have one of these great screens in a commercial theater, but what's probably more likely is they'll find it in a private cinema and have an even better experience.
Exactly.
Can you tell us a little bit about how that's coming together?
So movies right now are filmed, the director and the cinematographer have a standard in mind, which we all know is 14-foot Lamberts, which is 48 nits, and movies are created, color time, post-produced at that level. With the new standards, they're now moving to a minimum of 300 nits. And that cannot be played on projector system. It's just too much light. So we're moving to LED walls to be able to handle it. And some movies are actually being color timed and produced at 1,000 nits. So it's moving in that direction. Our company is actually working with directors and cinematographers who are now expanding their capability. How it impacts the consumer space is kind of cool, because if you start with a movie at 14-foot Lamberts, 48 nits, and now you're moving into 1,000 nits or greater to do high dynamic range on a Blu-ray level, a Kaleidoscope level movie, it looks good. What if they start at 300 nits? What if they start with 1,000 nits? Now what we're seeing on the consumer side blows everything away, which is great. So having a wall that can handle anything that a projector does and much more, uniformity on the wall, black levels that are unbelievable, light in terms of 1200 nit, calibrated at P3, gives you an experience that's just beyond anything you've ever seen.
We talk about immersion all the time. We tell people they're getting an immersive audio system and the experience of immersion. So with this level of imagery, the suspension of disbelief for the audience becomes much more than is ever possible. And it just strikes me that as an artist, I think that the artists will be very excited about having that increased palette.
Exactly.
And guess who wins from that? It's the cinema connoisseur at home enjoying this beautiful shared experience with their family. So thanks for doing that, Ken. That's a great job. I think it's a great service for all of us who we do here.
Great. Thank you. Very nice talking to you today.
Thank you so much.